volumes of trade and doing so efficiently, ensuring the safety and integrity of these goods movements so that risks are kept out of the legitimate commerce streams, and ensuring that the revenues due are paid correctly and in a timely manner. Adding to the complexity of this demanding set of core customs missions are those aspects of ensuring that preferences are administered in accordance with the Free Trade Agreement. It means ensuring consistent classification, application of the rules of origin, and proper valuation. In a time of clear political imperatives, high consumer expectations, and increasingly complex global supply chain dynamics, the tasks before customs are daunting. In the African context, there are additional conditions to consider. Infrastructure challenges, a higher reliance on transit procedures given the number of landlocked countries, and even in some cases, fragile borders where security concerns complicate the conduct of trade and the ability of customs to do its job. Even in the face of all these challenges, customs can manage. It does so every day, but there's potential to do better. So how does customs navigate this complex set of conditions? In a word, modernization. The reality of international trade today and the aspirations inherent in implementing the AFCFTA make customs efforts to modernize essential. But what do I mean by modernization? For customs, it's a multifaceted process, but I would describe it as putting into place the right processes, the appropriate platforms, and the right partnerships. First, let's talk about processes. Customs' effective contribution to international trade consists in its ability to facilitate legitimate cross-border commerce, to recognize and address risks that may present themselves in this commerce, and to collect the appropriate revenue due based on those goods movements. Operational approaches based on collecting and analyzing information to support customs decisions about goods clearance are a baseline for modernization. Trade facilitation in today's environment is best achieved through processes like advanced submission of information, the use of risk assessment methodologies, use of post-clearance audit, the availability of advanced rulings, and consistent origin certification procedures. In the African context, it also benefits from efficient transit procedures, including the use of carnets. There are many more procedural measures that I could mention, and all of them are areas for which the WCO has created standards and guidance to support customs administrations. However, the message that I would leave you with is that the value of such processes is that together they accomplish predictability of treatment, timeliness of customs decision-making, and a segmentation of efforts so that scrutiny is only applied when and where it's warranted. Practically speaking, such processes require digitalization. The WCO and its members have been working for some time to elevate attention and work to digitalize processes associated with cross-border trade. Our efforts are practical. They include setting standards on customs-related data and creating a common understanding of information that informs the treatment of border transactions. An operational orientation focused on data-grounded decision-making, made more efficient through a commitment to working digitally rather than on paper, leads me to the second element of modernization I mentioned, platforms. Efficiently collecting, analyzing, and retaining the volumes of information associated with robust international trade can be accomplished best through automated systems, what I will call platforms. True customs modernization therefore entails investment in electronic infrastructure, data processing systems at a basic level, and more sophisticated tools like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and other technologies at the other end. It involves looking at IT infrastructure that captures not only customs mandated data, but all data required for border transactions, something we call the single window. Attention must also be given to cybersecurity so that these systems and their data holdings are kept safe, since the quality of the decisions depends on the integrity of the information that's used. Complementing processes that advance efficiency and platforms that enable the collection and use of information for needed decisions are partnerships. Taking maximum advantage of the prospect international trade means a number of us working together. Customs as the managers at the border and executor of rules and requirements, trade policymakers, and the political directorates who define what should move through the system and the desired impact of trade in countries, other government agencies, which often have border-related clearance responsibilities, and the private sector, the creators and movers that provide us with the options that we've come to expect, and those to which we aspire in markets around the world. Customs partnering with this broad array of stakeholders creates a healthier trade ecosystem. When trade leaders and customs engage in dialogue, the intentions of policy and the practicalities of implementation and administration can come together to enable durable solutions. When customs and other regulatory agencies cooperate and combine their information, expertise, and resources, management of the border becomes more comprehensive, effective, and coherent. When customs and the trade community, the owners and operators of global supply chains, have structured relationships built on transparency, compliance, and trust, cross-border commerce grows, as do economies and people's livelihoods. In short, customs working with others enables it to more effectively manage growing volumes of trade, to remain agile and resilient, and to respond to everyday demands as well as unexpected disruptions. When we consider the combined effect of improved processes, platforms, and partnerships, the modernization path for customs is clear. It includes efficiency-driven operations, coordinated enforcement, data-driven decision-making, robust cybersecurity, and strong collaborations. The World Customs Organization exists for the purpose of developing and promoting policies and approaches